everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to do our month in review for April. Got a lot of things to review for April. I don't know why I had to do it all in April, but I did. So now we've got a handful of yeses, very good products, the okay products, they're alright, and my nose. So before we begin, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, and we'll get going. Okay, so to start, we're going to begin with the yes categories. The category of these products are amazing and I could not put them down. So I actually have 3 palettes. I don't know why I thought 3 eyeshadow palettes was a good idea to review all in one month. It made for a very purple month, that's for sure. I did the Kkw Beauty, the Matte Mops palette. I absolutely love this palette. This one was such a good addition to my collection. Especially this middle shade here. This shade is called Dewdrop. It is like the best one and done eyeshadow look. If you haven't seen my spring look yet, I used this palette and I used that color. So go check that one out. The next one is the Melt Cosmetics She's in Parties. This again is a purple palette. I really love this one too. I like how dark this one is. Where typically when I'm reaching for purples, I tend to go a little bit lighter. Like even today, I have a dark look on and I feel like my eyes look really small. So that's why I don't tend to gravitate towards such dark colors. But I really like this one. I love that they're purple and I think the formulas are great. The mattes and the shimmers, they're all fantastic. The last palette I did is the Canyon palette from Alter Ego. This was my dupe video. This is the palette that is currently in my giveaway, which will be announced May 1st. That's when it ends. But I use this palette quite frequently just to try to give you guys some different eye looks with it, just so you guys could see like this is a real dupe for the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I really like this one. I think the formula is great, and actually this palette has a lot less fallout than the Natasha Denona formula, so I think that's a really nice perk. Some more yeses are the Kkw Beauty Lip Liners. I really like the formula with these. The colors are a bit more mauve because obviously they came in the matte mauve collection, but they're so creamy and they're so nice to use and they last for a really long time. So I did really enjoy these ones. My last 3 yeses are products I continually use every single day because I love them so much. The first being the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. I cannot put this down. I love it so much. Even on my natural days, I was still using this one because you can really sheer it out to give you that natural finish. So even though it says full coverage, it is, but you can like mess with it a little bit to get the kind of coverage that you want. So I'm not joking, I used it every single day. I loved it. The next one I really enjoyed was from Lys Beauty. This is their matte bronzer. Mine is in the shade Motivate, and I'm not kidding you, I have it on today. It is the perfect shade for me. I love it so much. It really is easy to blend out and I had no problems with it. So on the days where I'm reaching for powder, which is most days because of my oily skin, this is the one that I've been gravitating towards. And my final yes is from Maven Beauty. This is their Rose Water Setting Spray. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm and I've been using it quite frequently. I love the smell of it. Obviously it smells like roses, but it really helps set my face and I feel like it helps with the longevity. It's one of those setting sprays where you spray it and then towards the end of the day you're like, wow, that was like a high intense setting spray. My face didn't budge. That's the vibes that I get from this one. So I really like it. Next we're gonna go on to the good products. These are good products. They're just not things that stand out to me so much as my yeses. So I'm not gravitating towards them every single day like I was with some of my yes products, but they're good. You just kind of gotta be finicky with them, in my opinion. So the first ones are the Kkw Lipsticks. These are, again, from the Matte Mauve collection. I do really like these. I like the colors of them very well. The formula, though, is definitely, like, beyond matte. It is the driest thing I've ever used before, which is fine. But for me, who typically has to have some sort of glossy, balmy, slippery texture on her lips all the time, otherwise she can't function, the formula is not my favorite. So I really, really like the colors, and typically what I've been doing is putting like a clear gloss over it, or a shimmery one. The big one I've been using with them is my Millie shade from Ofra. So I like these. The formula is just so matte and super drying, so I have to use something else with them. But I like them. I like the colors. Sticking with lipstick, the Melt from Melt Cosmetics. These are the baby warm nudes lipsticks that I was trying. These two are very matte, so again, I've been having to put some sort of gloss or balmy texture over top of them. But I like these colors even more than the mauve colors from KKW. And these are good. These are really good. They last a long time too. So just the formula is a bit too dry for me, but it's easily fixed with like a clear gloss over top. My last products in my goods category are 3 cream blushes. So I've got the one from Lys Beauty, and then I've got 2 of the blush lights from Melt Cosmetics. And I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy the shades of the Melt Cosmetics one. I've got Golden Hour and Honey Thief. These 2 shades are really good, especially for springtime right now. They both give very glowy finishes, and they blend out very nicely. The only downside to these is that if you put it on like with all of your cream products, like you're supposed to, when I put powder over it, I kind of lose the intensity of the color that I want. So I have been putting it down, setting it with my powder, losing the color, and then going back in with it. And what I found is it brings the intensity back, just like I want, but sometimes it will pick up my powder and kind of leave it a little splotchy. So I kind of have to be careful on how much I powder there and how much I apply after the powder. But overall, you can make it look really good over powder too, and I've been enjoying them. I just think I lose a lot of intensity once I have to powder, and for my oily skin, I have to powder. So if you don't have oily skin, these are great. They're beautiful, and the finishes of them are phenomenal. They look beautiful. So I do like these. It's just they're a little finicky. For the Lys blush, I do like this blush. I don't think I lose any intensity when I powder over it, but it is a bit harder to blend out, and I don't particularly like this shade. I think it's a little bit too deep for me, so I like it. I'll still use it. It's just not going to be one of those things that I reach for all the time. Alright, to finish up, we're going to go into my note categories, and my first one, you guys are going to be really disappointed because this is a very popular product and it's not my favorite. It's the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. I have heard a lot of people like this, which is great. Good for them. If you love it, good for you. Continue to use it. My opinion of this product is that for my skin personally, it doesn't go on very well with a sponge, so I have to put it on with a brush, and then I take a sponge to like buff out the brush marks, which takes a lot of time in my opinion. Like I just go in with a sponge typically. So there's that. And then this looks good for about 4 hours on me. Like, I'm not kidding you. I get what people are saying, that it's beautiful and it looks great on the skin. It does, but for me, it only lasts about 4 hours before it just starts to crack and fade and crease and grossness. So, like, that's only half a day. Really, that's only half a work day. And typically, if you have to go to work, you're getting ready like an hour or more before you actually leave for work. So like, I'm not even getting a half a day's worth of a good foundation. And I know this is a CC cream. It is what it is. This one just doesn't last very well for me, and then it really looks terrible on me. So that could probably be because of my oily skin, but if you love this, don't stop using it because of my review. That's just how I feel about it. I understand why people like it, because for those first 4 hours, it does look phenomenal. But I can't get it to last any longer than that. So it's gonna be a no for me. My final products are from KKW. These are the matte mauve blushes. I don't know if you guys saw my review on this. If you haven't, I will put it up in the cards for you to go check it out. But there are 2 matte pinks. They have 2 different names, and I promise you they look exactly the same. I don't know what the difference is. If you see a difference, please let me know. I would love to hear your opinion about it. But other than the fact that they're the same color and they're just a matte pink blush, they're going to be no's for me. I honestly did not want to reach for these ever, and I've got so many other blushes that I have been liking. I even put out a top 5 blushes video, so if you haven't seen that, I will link that up in the cards for you too, but these just did not make it into my top 5 and I don't reach for them. So they're no's for me, but if you guys like this product or just think that maybe I just got the short end of the stick and need to try a different shade, just let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion about it. So I think those are all the products that I tested out for the month. I do have another collection that I received in April and I had to dig into it, but I didn't actually talk to you guys about it. I put it on my TikTok, but I didn't actually talk to you guys about it, so we're going to review it next month. That way I can really show you guys what it is and what I've been doing with it. The other things that are coming in May is I did do a Sephora shopping spree. A little bit bigger than what I was talking to you guys about in my wish list and recommendations video, but I couldn't help it. It was such a good sale and there were so many things that I wanted to try, and I had a couple gift cards, so I just had to use them. So be prepared for some new makeup in May and also some skincare, because I did get quite a bit of skincare. Also, before I go, today is the last video before the giveaway ends. So my giveaway ends on May 1st. May 1st, I will be contacting the winner. So my giveaway is only through April. If you haven't gone to see it yet, I will link the video below. Please go check it out if you want to be entered. Again, I think there's only a couple days left to go do that, so please go check it out. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. If you're new here, hi, my name's Olivia. I post Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and I would really love if you would consider subscribing before you go. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.